Towards the south of the Narmada Valley lies the Deccan Plateau. It is bound in the north by Satpura Range, Mahadev Hills, Maikala Hills and Kamur Hills. In the south, it extends up to tip of the peninsula, means up to Kanyakumari. This peninsula is situated. The hills bordering the western edge of this triangular plateau are collectively known as Western Ghats. So children, here lies the Western Ghats, and see the shape of this peninsular plateau is triangular in shape. They consist of Sahyadri, Nilgiri, Anaimalai and Cardamom Hills. Anaimadi in Kerala is the highest peak in peninsular India. The hills that form the extent edge of Deccan Plateau are collectively called the Eastern Ghats. Children, this side lies the Eastern Ghats. But they are not as continuous as Western. They are dissected because this side many rivers are flowing. Southern rivers like Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. So they are eroded by and dissected by these eastward flowing rivers. They converge with the Western Ghat at the Nilgiri, and here some differences between the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghats are given. Western Ghat, as I told you, that they are continuous, and here Eastern Ghats, hills broken by the deltas of rivers. Hills are high, means if we compare Eastern and Western Ghats, then the hills in the Western Ghats are higher than the hills which are present in the Eastern Ghats, because they are completely eroded by the rivers. Home to swiftly flowing rivers such as Narmada and Tapi, and home to broad rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. The northwestern part of Deccan Plateau, covering Maharashtra and parts of Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, is called the Deccan Trap. This region is made up of sheets of lava which had oozed out from huge cracks in Earth's surface millions of years ago. So, volcanic eruption, and through it comes the lava, and when they cool down, they are changed into igneous rocks, or which are also called as lava rocks. And these rocks again, they got eroded by the rivers, and they formed as the tiny particles which are called as black soil. So the region is rich in black soil, which is very important for the growth of cotton. Hence, it is also known as black cotton soil. The peninsular plateau is drained by a number of large rivers. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri form large deltas before flowing into Bay of Bengal. So the in peninsular India, the Mahanadi, Godavari, they are Krishna, Kaveri, they are east flowing rivers, and they are making large deltas. Narmada and Tapi are the only rivers in the region that flow into Arabian Sea. Otherwise, rest of the rivers, they emptying into Bay of Bengal. Now let us see the comparison between the Himalayan rivers and peninsular river. Himalayan rivers, they rise from the snow-capped mountains, so they are flowing throughout the year. But in the peninsular rivers, they start from the mountains of Deccan region, which are not snow-capped because they are not very high mountains. Thus, they dry up in the summer months. Flow into the northern plains, which are are leveled surfaces and are useful for navigation and irrigation. Navigation means here in this rivers the boats can sail, can navigate, and irrigation is possible. But the peninsular rivers, they are flowing over a rocky region or uneven surface, so they are neither negligible nor they are suitable for irrigation. Then Himalayan rivers, they carry fertile alluvial soils which are deposited in the plains, but here the the rivers are very swift and they do not carry down alluvial soil. Okay, so the swift current does not let them deposit any soil. Now canal built for irrigation. Here the extra water of the river can be deposited in any reservoir or dams, and from these dams up to the agricultural field, canals can be built for irrigation purpose. But the Deccan Plateau is the rocky terrain and high banks do not facilitate the construction of canals. So here canal cannot be constructed because of the rocky region. Porous soil absorbs water which is subsequently used as groundwater by digging wells and tube wells. So in the northern or the Himalayan rivers where they are flowing, there the water is seeped inside the earth surface. So here wells and bore wells can be dug out. But in the rocky terrain, rocky region, this peninsular rivers are flowing through the rocky region, so water cannot seep inside. So these are the differences between the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular river. So for today, up to here. Next day we will start with the Thar Desert. Thank you children. Have a good day.